Right. So last week we had our recap session on discussing some of the key concepts under project quality management. So today we will have our recap session on its first main process, that is on plan quality. So can anyone remember where did we stop at last time? Last week, what was the last topic we have discussed, last subtopic? අන්තිම සතිය අපි කතා කරපු අන්තිම topic එක මොකක්ද? Can you remember? Where did we stop? Prevention over inspection.
Prevention over inspection.
Yes, right. Prevention over inspection. So there, what was our conclusion? What was better, prevention or inspection? Prevention is always better than inspection, right? Inspection is also important, but prevention is more important, right? If we have two options, one option for the inspection purpose and one option for the preventive purpose, preventive option, what is the option that we need to go more emphasis? We should first try for the preventive action, right? So prevention is always better than inspection. So what we try to prevent? අපි මොනවද prevent කරගන්න උත්සාහ කරන්නේ? We try to prevent mistakes or defects, right? We try to prevent mistakes or defects. By preventing mistakes or defects, what we try to ensure? Why we need to prevent defects? By preventing defects, what we expect? What? We expect what? We need to ensure high quality. We maintain high quality. So to ensure that we deliver our client or the customer with a high quality product, there are three main processes involved, right? To ensure that we deliver a high quality product to our customer or to our client, we have three main processes. Those are what? Plan quality, manage quality, and control quality. So today we will look on the plan quality, right? Plan quality process. What is plan quality? We have discussed on this. Plan quality, how we have defined. So here, identifying quality requirements and standards for projects and its deliverables, and documenting how the project will demonstrate with quality requirements. Quality requirements මොනවද, quality standards මොනවද කියලා අඳුනගෙන අපි කොහොමද, right? අපි project එක අපි deliver කරන්න යන එකට අදාළ quality requirements මොනවද? ඒ දෙක කරන්න අදාළ quality standards මොනවද? අපි ඒක කොහොමද achieve කරන්නේ කියලා documenting process එක initial stage එකට අපි කියනවා plan quality process කියලා. So simply it means what? This addresses what? Why we need to document, how we are going to, what are the quality requirements and what are the standards, how we are going to achieve that, why we need to document this? To prevent defects, right? So plan quality management also addresses simply how to prevent defects. Preventing defects is important for what? To maintain high quality, right? The second bullet point, a lot of planning is required to make sure that your product is made with as few defects as possible. That is obviously, the more you plan, the lesser your defects will be. අපි plan කරන්න අපේ වෙන්න තියෙන defects, අපේ වෙන්න තියෙන mistakes අපිට මොකක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද? අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? Therefore we should have a more focus on the planning, right? Then the third bullet point, plan quality management process focuses on taking all of the information available to you at the beginning of your project and figuring out how you will measure project quality and prevent defects, right? I need you focus on the fonts with red colors, right? Focuses on taking all of the information available to you at the beginning, right? Plan quality process. If it is a process, what should be there? ක්‍රියාවලියක් නම් මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? right? Inputs, tools and techniques, and output. Here, information available to you at the beginning. We need to take all the information available for us at the beginning. It talks about what? It talks about what? Inputs, right? ආරම්භයේදී අපි ගාව තියෙන right මේ quality manage කරන්න අදාළ අවශ්‍ය සියලුම information අපි අරගන්න ඕන. Right? What are these informations we have discussed, right? Of your project and figuring out. To figure it out, we need what? Tools and techniques. What we are going to figure out, how you will measure project quality and prevent defects. How we are going to measure project quality. By doing so, how we are going to prevent defects. That is what? Outputs, right? That is the output of this process. So this simply talks about the third point, simply talks about what? Inputs, tools and techniques, and output of project quality management process. Right. Inputs. I have an image of a filter here. Why? Right? Inputs means what? Here inputs means what? Information available for us at the beginning. All the information available for us at the beginning. What are those? Right? We discuss about these things: project charter, project management plan, project documents, right? Enterprise environmental factors, organization process assets. So these are our inputs in plan quality management process. So here I need to make a correction on this, right? Project charter, thanks for Veena, right, for figuring out this. So when discussing about project charter, I have told you that this is prepared by the project sponsor. That should be corrected. No, project charter is prepared by the project manager with the cooperation of the project sponsor. Project charter එක හදන්නේ project manager, project charter එක හදද්දී project sponsor ගේ සහයෝගය ගන්නවා. Right? However, this document should be signed by the project sponsor to become a formal legal document. මේ project chart එක අන්තිමට project sponsor sign කරන්න ඕන. This is like the agreement of the project, right? Project chart, right? Project management plan. So these are the inputs, right? So these inputs, all the information available on these documents, these inputs we do not consider, right? The project management plan එක ගත්තොත් project management plan එකේ තව plans ගණනාවක් තියෙනවා. We have discussed, no? So each and every plan we may not require, right? So we need to filter what information out in this project management plan, what information we especially need to refer when we are in the planning stage, when we are planning our quality, what information we need to consider from project management plan. From project charter, what are the informations I need to focus on? What project documents I need to consider, right? Like that way. Okay, inputs and tools and techniques. Expert judgment. Expert judgment means what? If we are taking up an agricultural project, so we may need the help of an agricultural expert, right? In order to right, deliver a high quality project, high quality deliverable to our client, right? අපි ඒ කියන්නේ ගන්න project එක අනුව ඒ field එකේ specialist කෙනෙක් අපිට සහයෝගය ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? Expert judgment, right? Data gathering, there are three ways, right? Benchmarking, brainstorming, and interview. Benchmarking means what? Right? Benchmarking, for an example, assume a similar kind of project, right? You are going to undertake this time as well. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් හිතන්න irrigation project කරනවා කියලා. කලින් කරපු project එක වගේම ඒ nature එකේ project එකක් වුණ මේ පාරත් ලැබෙනවා. Then, right, by incorporating a particular activity for the last project you have undertaken, you have realized that, right, the number of defects can be reduced by 5%. Let's say, බකල් මෙන්න මේ activity එක අපි දාපු නිසා කලින් project එකේ නම් අපිට defect 100%කින් අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්කම ලැබුණා කලින් project එකේ, right? So benchmarking means you can take that same activity, you can apply to your current project as well. So you can have it in your right? Quality management plan. කලින් project එකේ අපි මෙන්න මෙහෙම activity එකක් quality activity එකක් අපි අත්හදා බැලුවා. ඒක නිසා අපි අපේ defects 100%කින් අඩු වුණා, right? So we are now also we are taking the same kind of project, so we can apply that same quality activity to our current project as well. By doing so, right, we can expect for a higher quality, right? Our current project also will perform better. Benchmarking කලින් කරපු හොඳ දේවල් අපි මේකටත් apply කරගන්න එක, right? Brainstorming, you know that brainstorming what, right? Different people have different opinions. You take them on the same table, you put them on the same table, right? And you discuss, you go into deep. අපි මොකක් හරි හිතන්න මොකක් හරි තැනක ඩිෆෙක්ට් එකක් එන්න පුළුවන් කියලා ඒක සාකච්ඡා කරනවා. මෙන්න මේ දේ කරතින් අපිට මෙන්න මෙහෙම ඩිෆෙක්ට් එකක් එන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට another one can say, right? අපි මෙන්න මේ A කියන ඇක්ටිවිටි එක කරතින් මෙහෙම ඩිෆෙක්ට් එකක් එනවා. එහෙනම් අපි A කියන ඇක්ටිවිටි එකට යන්න හොඳ නැහැ, B කියන ඇක්ටිවිටි එකට යන්න ඕන. තව කෙනෙක්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් B කියන ඇක්ටිවිටි එකට ගියොත් අපිට මෙන්න මේක achieve කරගන්න බෑ. Therefore we should not consider B, we should go for another alternative, maybe C. Like that way, when people get together and discuss, they can come up with better solutions, right? That is brainstorming. And interview means what? Interview, you know, right? Interview means in your project team, right, there can be project team members with tons of experience, right? Irrigation project එකක් නා irrigation project 1000ක් විතර කරපු මිනිස්සෙක් ඔයාගේ project team එකේ ඉන්න පුළුවන්. So, right, his experience we can incorporate to our quality management plan. එතකොට එයා දන්නවා මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා, right? He can, right, sense the project better than anyone else. Experience එක අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් නේ. දැන් කුඹරක් කරන කෙනෙක් වුණත් දන්නවා මේ කාලේ වෙනකොට වහිනවා මෙන්න මෙච්චර තෙල් මෙන්න මේ මාත්‍රාවට වඩා වැඩිව තින් කොයන් පැලත් එක්ක මෙරලා යනවා. They know by experience, right? The same theory we can apply to project quality management as well, right? When planning our quality, right? And the tool and technique we discussed was data analysis, right? So there are two things: cost benefit analysis and cost of quality. Cost of quality we will discuss bit more in upcoming slide, right? Cost benefit analysis. So here we addresses how to prevent defects. So when discussing about how to prevent defects, we may have several options. මොකක් හරි defect එකක් product එකේ එක එක stages වල defects එන්න පුළුවන්, දෝෂ එන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ඔය මොකක් හරි එක දෝෂයක් වළක්ව ගන්න අපිට options කිහිපයක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Let's say there are 5 options called A, B, C, D, E. Option A තියෙනවා, option B, C, D, E කියලා option පහක් තියෙනවා. Then, right, cost benefit analysis means we need to assess what is the cost, what is the benefit, and what is the net impact. එක එක option එකේ මේ option එක මෙන්න මේ option එකට ගියොත් අපිට cost එක කීයක් යයිද? ඒකෙන් අපිට කොච්චර benefit එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයිද? Right? When talking about benefits, right, it is benefit කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඒක අර revenue එක ආදායම වැඩි වෙන එකම නෙමෙයි, right? Benefit කියනකොට ඕක එක එක විදිහකට benefits එන්න පුළුවන්. Rework අඩු වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ benefit එක, right? So we need to assess what is the cost, what is the benefit, what is the net impact of each and every option, and then we can determine the better option. මෙන්න මේක net impact එක තමයි වැඩිම. එහෙනම් අපි මෙන්න මේ option එකට යන්න ඕන, right? Like that way we can do data analysis for our, right, plan quality process. Cost of quality. Quality is not free. We need to bear a cost if we are taking quality activities, if we are undertaking quality activities, right? So we will discuss it further in the upcoming slides. Decision making. Right. Here we have discussed on multi-criteria decision analysis, right? So there may be several issues. You know, in projects we have a limited time, right? In projects we have a limited time frame. Within that time frame we need to finish our project and hand it over to our client. So there are several issues when undertaking a project. if we are going to give an equal importance for each and every issue, project එකක් කරන්න ගත්තී ප්‍රශ්න 1000ක් තියෙනවා. අපි මේ හැම ප්‍රශ්නයකටම එක සමාන ඉම්පෝටන්ස් එකක් දෙන්න ගියොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අපිට අර નિયમિત කාලය ඇතුළත අපේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක ඉවර කරගන්න බෑ. ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් නෙවෙයි ඕනම එකක්. right? Therefore what we need to do, දැන් ඔයාලටත් එහෙම එක්සෑම් එකට ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ගියාම එක්සෑම් එකක් පාස් වෙන්න නම් we have several issues, right? එතකොට මොකද කරන්න ඕන? Then what you need to do? You need to prioritize, right? You need to identify the priorities. අපි මොන issue එකද විශේෂයෙන් address කරන්න ඕන. ඊට පස්සේ මොකක්ද? ඒ වගේ priorities අඳුන ගන්න ඕන, right? So that is what we discuss under multi-criteria decision analysis, right? Hospital එක example එකක් කතා කරේ, right? issue එක නම් ඒ issue එක වෙන වාර ගන්න. Based on the frequency we have allocated the weight and we have calculated the score. Based on the score we prioritized, right? So decision making under this multi-criteria decision analysis, we mainly focus on prioritizing issues because we have limited time. Data representation, we can use various methods like flowcharts, logical data model, matrix diagram, mind mapping, like so without reading thousands of words and all, by looking at these diagrams, these graphs, we can clearly identify where we need much of focus. Right? අපි focus flow diagram, logical data model මේවා දිහා බලලා අපිට right වචන දිහා බලලා කියවලා අඳුන ගන්නට වඩා ලේසියෙන් අපිට අඳුන ගන්න පුළුවන් කොහෙද issue එක තියෙන්නේ, අපි ඒකට මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන කියලා. Test and inspection planning, right? Test and inspection planning mainly associated with stats, right? We deal with stats. For an example, concrete strength. මෙන්න මේ strength එක I don't know about the measurement. Let's say 10 points අපි මොකක් හරි mix එකකට දාලා mix කරලා එන concrete එකේ strength එක 10 points නම් තමයි ඒක considered as a quality, right? At that stage. එතන එන concrete strength එක 10 points නම් ඒක quality. මෙන්න මේ 10 point concrete strength එක එන්න there are several things we need to do, right? ඕක හරියට right mixture එකට දාන්න ඕන හරි ratio එකට. එතකොට raw materials ඒ නියමිත quality වලට තියෙන්න ඕන. එක stages තියෙනවා. අපි කලින් stage එකම හරි ratio එකට ඕක mixture එකට දාන එක, right? එතකොට එතන හරියට වෙනවද කියලා අපි කොහොමද ensure කරන්නේ, right? That is what preventive activity, right? defect එක නවත්ත ගන්නේ කොහොමද? දැන් අර concrete එක හැදිලා ආවට පස්සේ ඒක strength එකට නැත්තම්, right? ඒක defective නේ. ඒක defective වුණොත් quality එකක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් ඒ defective වෙන එක නවත්ත ගන්නේ කොහොමද? එතකොට එතනට අපිට එක supervisor කෙනෙක් දාන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්තම් CCTV එකක් දාලා right එතනින් monitor වෙන විදිහට හදන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්තම් එක system එක automate කරන්න පුළුවන්. Like that way we can take several preventive activities, right? So that is why earlier also I told prevention is always we need to focus more on prevention. Then right අපි දැන් mixture ratio එකට දාලා අපිට එන එක තියෙනවනේ. Then also we need to අපිට දැන් defect එක prevent කරන්න අපි action එක ගත්තා කියලා අපිට සම්පූර්ණයෙන් නිකම්ම යවන්න බෑ. Again we need to check. Inspection is also important, right? එතකොට inspect කරද්දී then we should have figures, we should have data, we should have statistics, right? එතකොට concrete strength එක මනින්නේ කොහොමද? මේකේ අපි right කොච්චර deviation එකක් අපිට allow කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? Point plus or minus 2 we can allow. You can come to a conclusion as such. එතකොට මේක 11ක් තිබ්බට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. We can it will be okay. මේක 9ක් තිබ්බත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඒකත් okay. 10 නම් ideal, right? No issue. If it is 13, no, right? Like that way, right? Test and inspection plan, right? Preventive activities තියෙන්න ඕන. ඒකත් එක්කම මේක වැඩේ හරියට වුණාද කියලා අපි inspection part එකකුත් යන්න ඕන. හැබැයි හැමතිස්සෙම අපේ priority එක තියෙනවනේ කොතනද? Preventive activities වලට. Right? And meetings, right? Time to time you need to have meetings with your project team, with your project sponsor, update him about the progress of the project, right? These things are important. So these are the tools and techniques we have discussed under plan quality management process. Right, here is the activity number 1. See whether you can put these quality costs, right? Identify each of the following quality related cost as prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, or external failure cost. So that is how we can categorize the cost related to quality. The cost of quality can be categorized into 4 groups. What? Prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, and external failure cost. Prevention cost means what? Right? To build a quality product එකක් හදන්න නම් අපිට incur වෙන cost මොනවද? Those are preventive cost or prevention cost. Appraisal cost means what? Right? To assess the quality of our product, what are the costs that we may incur? ඒ quality එක assess කරන්න අපිට යන වියදම් මොනවද? Appraisal cost. Internal failure cost, project team එක අඳුන ගන්න failures නිසා දරන්න වෙන cost මොනවද? Internal failure cost. Likewise, what is external failure cost then? Right? Customers ලා අඳුන ගන්න project එක නැත්නම් product failures නිසා අපිට දරන්න වෙන වියදම්, external failure cost. So see how you can categorize or put these quality cost into correct category. What about the first one? Training cost. Is it a prevention cost? Is it an appraisal cost? Is it an internal failure cost? Or is it an external failure cost? Training cost එක මොන category එකටද යන්නේ?
Prevention cost.
Yes, right? Training cost belongs to prevention cost, right? අපි staff එක train කරන්නේ defects වෙන එක වළක්ව ගන්න, right? Right? Training cost, prevention cost. And the second one, cost of equipment. What? Cost of equipment.
So appraisal cost.
Cost of equipment, right? So yes, we can say appraisal cost, but the most correct answer is prevention cost, right? We need equipment to assess the quality, but right, more importantly to prevent or to build a quality product, again we need, right, equipment. So the cost for such equipments come in under prevention cost. Appraisal cost also correct, right? We need equipments to assess the quality. Quality assess කරන අපිට equipment ඕන. ඒක නිසා මේක appraisal cost වලට ගන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? But here I have taken it under prevention cost. Both are correct. Okay, time cost. Time cost. What? Again, prevention cost, right? To build a quality product, we may have to undertake several activities. Preventive activities කියලා මම කිව්වේ. Preventive activities අපි කරන්න ඕන. Right? එහෙනම් preventive activities කරද්දී ඒ activity එක කරන්න අපේ staff එකට training එකක් තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ training එක දෙන්න පිළිවෙලක් යනවා. Prevention cost, right? ඒ preventive activity එක කරන්න අපිට equipments ඕන. ඒකට එතනට පිළිවෙලක් යනවා. Right? That is what we discuss under cost of equipment, prevention cost. And more importantly, it takes a time, and time has a cost. That is also then prevention cost, right? Fourth point, testing and inspection cost. Testing and yes, appraisal cost. To assess the quality, right, we need to do testings, we need to do inspections. The cost we incur for such coming under appraisal cost. I have shown you the answer for right? Cost of rework, yes, that is coming under internal failure cost, right? Cost of rework. Rework කරන්න වෙන්නේ ඇයි? Failures නිසා, right? Internal failures නිසා. අපි project team එක අඳුර ගන්න failures නිසා අපිට ආය corrections නැත්නම් ආය rework අපිට කරන්න වෙනවා. Rework කරන්න යද්දී අපිට cost එකක් දරන්න වෙනවා. So that should come under internal failure cost. Sixth one, loss of customers.
External failure cost.
Yes, right. If the product failure is identified by the customers will not going to, right, order that product again from us, right? So there is a high chance for us to lose our customers, right? Customers lose වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක අපිට, right, cost එකක්, right? External failure cost. Warranty claims. Warranty claims then රටාවල කියන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද again it is also coming under warranty ගෙවන්න වෙන්නේ ඇයි?
External cost.
Yes, external failure cost. Right. So what can you say about this for? Oh, prevention and appraisal. This is what we can give a common name for these two types of cost. Prevention cost and appraisal cost. We can give a single name. What is that? These are what?
Prevention.
Prevention and appraisal together we called what? Cost of conformance, right? Cost of conformance, cost that we bear to avoid failures. Failures වෙන එක වළක්වන්න දරන වියදම්. අපි ස්ටාෆ් එක ට්‍රේන් කරන්නේ, අපි අලුතෙන් equipments ගන්න, අපිට වෙලාවක් time cost එකක් යන්නේ, අපිට testing කරන්න වෙන්නේ, අපිට inspection කරන්න වෙන්නේ මොකක් කරන්නද? To avoid failures. Failures වෙන එක වළක්වන්න. So those are cost of conformance. Then what about this internal and external failures? These are cost because of failures, right? Prevention appraisal not to avoid failures, cost that we incur to avoid failures. Internal and external failure cost are what? Those are what? Cost because of failures. අපේ product එක fail වෙන නිසා දරන්න වෙන වියදම්. fail වෙන නිසා තමයි අපිට rework කරන්න වෙන්නේ. fail වෙන නිසා තමයි අපේ customers ලා අපිට නැති වෙලා යන්නේ. fail වෙන නිසා තමයි warranty claims අපිට ගෙවන්න වෙන්නේ. So these are what? What is the name we can, what is the common name we can give for this? Internal and external failures. What? Cost of non-conformance, right? Cost of conformance and cost of non-conformance. Right. So here, can we produce 100% quality product? What can you say? අපිට 100%ක්ම, right? කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැති product එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්ද? What can you say? Can or can't?
Can't.
Yes, right? We can't. Let's see why we can't. ඇයි අපිට අපිට 100%ක්ම quality project එකක්, quality product එකක් එළියට දාන්න බැරි ඇයි කියලා බලමු. Right. So here in the previous slide, right, cost of conformance and cost of non-conformance, right? Cost of quality and let's say this what? Cost and quality, right? Cost of conformance නැත්නම් අපි preventive and appraisal cost එකයි quality එකයි අතර තියෙන සම්බන්ධය මොකක්ද? Clear? Cost of conformance. Cost of conformance කියද්දී ඕක ඇතුලේ තියෙන මොනවද? Right? cost of prevention and cost of appraisals. අපි මොකක් හරි අපි failures avoid කරන්න දරන cost නේ. එතකොට failures avoid කරන්න දරන cost එක වැඩි කරන්න නැත්නම් preventive actions වැඩි කරන්න cost of conformance වැඩි කරන්න අපිට මොකක්ද ගන්න පුළුවන්? අපේ quality එක වැඩි වෙනවද අඩු වෙනවද? Cost of conformance
වැඩි වෙනවා.
yes cost of conformance වැඩි කරන්න අපේ quality එක මොකක් වෙනවද? වැඩි වෙනවා. right? අපි cost of conformance නැත්නම් අර prevention cost appraisal cost කියන ඒවා failures avoid කරන්න දරන cost එකක්වත් දරන්නේ නැත්නම් 0 නම් මොකක් වෙන්න තියෙන ඉඩ වැඩිද?
ඒත් quality එක අඩු වෙනවා.
quality එක අඩුයි. quality එක අඩුයි කියලා කියන්නේ defects මොකද්ද? defects වැඩි. right? see cost of quality right? cost of quality අපි right preventive නැත්නම් prevention cost appraisal cost දරන්නෙම නැත්නම් it is 0 නේ. if it is 0 what we can have? there is 100% chance of for us to having right defects. අපි හදන product එක total failure එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි preventive appraisal cost දරන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි failures avoid කරන්න cost එකක් දරන්නේ නැත්නම් අපේ cost of conformance කියලා සත පහක්වත් වියදම් කරන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි හදන product එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම fail project එකක් වෙන්න තියෙන ඉඩ වැඩි. right? so it would be here right? අපි මම මේ කතා කරන්නේ cost of conformance ගැන right? මම මෙතනදී දෙයකට කඩාගත්තනේ මේ දෙන්න එකටයි cost of conformance මේක because of failures therefore cost of non-conformance. so now I am talking about this cost of conformance. if we do not spend a rupee for as cost of conformance, there is high chance that we are having 100% defects. Our product will be a total failure, right? if we need a 100% good product, අපේ කිසිම quality issue එකක් නැතුව කිසිම defect එකක් නැතුව අපි product එක එළියට දෙන්න නම් මොකක් වෙන්න ඕනද? ඔය කියන conformance cost එක අපි පුළුවන් තරමක් වැඩි කරන්න ඕන. isn't it? අපි පුළුවන් තරමක් preventive activities ගන්නවා නම් පුළුවන් තරමක් inspection කරනවා නම් පුළුවන් තරමක් testing කරනවා නම් අපිට මොකක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනද? අපිට 100% good කිසිම defect එකක් නැති කිසිම issue එකක් නැති product එකක් එළියට දාන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. it means if we put it into a diagram it should look like this cost of conformance. agree? සත පහක වියදමක් දරන්නේ නැත්නම් සම්පූර්ණ අපේ product එක fail. අපි දරන වියදම වැඩි කරන්න මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? right? අපේ product එක අපේ product එකේ defects එන්න අඩු වෙනවා. right? the number of defects will be decreased. so here where it heading towards? මේක මේ heading එක යන්නේ කොහාටද? it goes to the infinity. right? මේක infinity එනකන් යනවා. right? it means right to produce a 100% quality product right අපිට හරියට 99.999ක් වෙනකම් වගේ කියන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. හැබැයි හරියටම අපිට ගාණක් කියන්න බෑ. this is heading towards infinity. right? this is theoretically the shape of cost of conformance. so now what about the cost of non-conformance? ඒ කියන්නේ right? cost of non-conformance means what? cost that we need to incur because of failures. failures නිසා දරන්න වෙන වියදම්. right? failures නිසා දරන්න වෙන වියදම්. අපි 100%ක්ම හොඳ product එකක් හැදුවොතින් right? අපි 100%ක්ම හොඳ product එකක් හැදුවොතින් අපිට cost of non-conformance නැත්නම් අපි failure නිසා දරන්න වෙන වියදම කීයයිද? අපි 100% yes right? it should be 0. if we are producing a 100% quality product we may not incur any failure cost. fail product එකක් නෙවෙයි 100%ක්ම හොඳයි. එහෙනම් අපිට right because of failures we may not have to incur any cost. so it will be 0. it will be here. right? එතකොට අපි හදන ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකේ quality එක අඩු වෙන්න. නැත්නම් අපි හදන ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකේ defects තියෙන්න මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පැත්තට යනවනේ. යන්න මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? cost of failures එන්න වැඩි වෙවි යනවා. right? internal failure cost, external failure cost එන්න වැඩි වෙවි යනවා. Therefore, theoretically, the cost of non-conformance graph should be looks like this. Right? So now, tell me where we should be. Right? So what is the optimal cost of quality? Optimal cost of quality. Where? Right? Cost of conformance, cost of non-conformance. මේ දෙන්නම එකට දැම්මොතින් we will have what? Total cost of quality. Then our graph should looks like this. Right? එකක් positive විදිහට යන අනිත් එකක් negative විදිහට යන. එහෙනම් මේක එක graph එකකට ගත්තොතින් the total cost of quality graph should be looks like this. So at which point the total cost of quality get minimized? අපේ මුළු right quality සම්බන්ධ මුළු පිරිවැය අඩුම වෙන්නේ කොතනද? Right? Here is the minimum point. Right? So right, here is the minimal point. See, මෙතන තමයි අඩුම point එක. එහෙනම් අපිට දරන්න පුළුවන් cost එක කීයද? Most effective cost of quality we can bear is what? The cost that appears here. Right? එහෙනම් අපිට දරන්න පුළුවන් cost of quality එක එච්චරයි නම් obviously what? We cannot give a 100% quality product. Right? නම් අපේ product එක defects එක තමයි එළියට යන්නේ. So theoretic අපිට 100% quality product එකක් දෙන්න බෑ. එහෙම වුණොත් වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපිට දරන්න වෙන පිරිවැය quality සම්බන්ධ අපිට දරන්න වෙන පිරිවැය අසීමිත වෙනවා. Right? Practically it is not possible. We have right there should be an optimal cost of quality that we can bear. අපිට දරන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශස්ත පිරිවැය මට්ටමක් තියෙනවා. Right? එහෙනම් ඒ ප්‍රශස්ත පිරිවැය මට්ටමට එහා අපි cost එක දරන්න ගියොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? Right? We discuss about that cost benefit analysis නේ. ඒතකොට cost benefit analysis එකෙන් අපේ net impact එක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අපිට අවාසි සහගත වෙනවා. Therefore we should try to maintain the optimal cost of quality. Right? Optimal cost of quality. Optimal cost of quality maintain කරද්දී right? හිතන්න මේ product එකේ වගේ නම් 110ක් defects එක තමයි එළියට යන්නේ. Right? So that is how it is in practice. ඔය විදිහට තමයි. 100ක quality product එකක් එළියට දාන්න අමාරුයි. We have the restriction on the cost එක නිසා. Right? So here I have told you, I have given you the whole story. Right? What is discussed in this within this graph in terms of cost of quality. Right. Another activity is there. So you need to read each of the scenarios given below and identify which tool or technique is being used. Scenarios තුනක් දෙනවා. You need to identify which tool and technique is this scenario discusses about. Right? Right. Out of this, which tool and technique each scenario belongs to. First one, you look through your company's asset library and find that a recent project was able to reduce defects by 20% by inserting defect prevention meetings early in the construction phase. You put the same process in your quality plan and set the target for shift defects to be 20% lower than the company average for your project. Right? You look through the company's asset library and find that the recent project was able to reduce defects by 20% by inserting defect prevention meeting early in the construction phase. අපි මෑතකදී ඉවර කරපු project එක අපි defect prevention meeting එකක්, right? This is the activity we have included, defect prevention meeting. Because of this defect prevention meeting, we was able to reduce our defects by 20%. Now what we are going to do is we are going to put the same process in your quality plan, right? We are going to have this same defect prevention meeting in our current project as well in your quality plan, and set the target for shift defects to be 20% lower than the company average. Maguna company defects percentage එක තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? Because we cannot produce, theoretically it is impractical to produce 100% quality products. Because of this defect prevention meeting, එයාලගේ company average එකට වඩා, right? 120ක් අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්ලු. defects වෙන ප්‍රතිශතය 120කින් අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්ලු, right? මෙන්න මේක යාලා මේ project එකටත් adapt කරති. So what is the tool and technique they are discussing here in scenario 1? What?
Test and inspection planning.
No, it is not test and inspection planning. Test and inspection planning, we deal with stats, right? What?
Data analysis.
Data analysis, right? Data analysis තව specify කරන්න එක. So here,
Cost of quality.
is it cost of quality?
Benchmarking.
It is
Benchmark.
under what? Yes, it is coming under benchmarking, right? Benchmarking. Benchmarking. කලින් project එකේ අපි අත්හදාබල අපි කරලා අපි මොකක් හරි ප්‍රතිඵලයක් ගත්තා නම් අපි quality එක වැඩි කරගන්න අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා නම් similar kind of project එකකට ඒකේ activities අපි benchmark කරගන්නවා. කලින් project එකේ මෙහෙම කරපු නිසා අපිට මෙන්න මෙච්චරක් defects අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා. එහෙනම් එන්නේ ඒ activity එක අපි මේ project එකට දාලා බලමු. Benchmarking, right? Right. Scenario number 2. You add up all the cost projected for quality activities and track that number in your quality management plan. You use this number to gauge the health of your project compared to other projects in your company. What? This is straightforward. What is the tool and technique scenario 2 discusses? You add up all the costs projected for quality activities and track that number in your quality management plan. Quality activities වලට අපිට පිරිවැයක් කරන්න වෙනවා. ඒ පිරිවැය අපි මේ quality management plan එකට include කරලා ඒක track කරගෙන යනවා. What?
Cost of quality.
Okay, cost of quality. Others? මොකක්ද? අපි quality activities වලට යන right cost එක අපි document කරලා අපි quality management plan එකට දාලා ඒක අපි track කර කර යනවා. අපි within the range යනවද නැද්ද කියන එක.
Cost benefit analysis.
Cost of quality.
Yes, it should be cost of quality. So scenario 2 discusses about cost of quality, right? So here we are not taking, right? අපි cost benefit analysis එක මොකද්ද කරේ? අපි මොකක් හරි defect එකක් prevent කරගන්න තියෙන options ටික consider කරනවා. එතකොට ඒ එක option එකේ cost මොනවද? ඒක option එකේ benefits මොනවද? And we are considering the net impact, right? So in scenario 2 given here, so we are not bothered about the benefits. We are tracking the cost, right? That is part of cost of quality, right? Last one, third scenario. You write up a list of all of the tests you are going to run on your project product when it rolls off the assembly line, right? So the assembly line එකෙන් assemble වෙලා ආවට පස්සේ ඔයාලා මොකද කරන්න යන්නේ කියලා list එකක් ලියනවා. List of all the tests you are going to run. You determine what kinds of failures might cause you stop testing, what it would take for you to resume test activities, and requirements that the product would need to fulfill to be considered accepted into the test. What is the tool and technique here? මෙතන මොන tool and technique ගැනද කතා කරන්නේ? assembly line එකෙන් එළියට ආවට පස්සේ අපි right මොන වගේ test කරන්න යන්නේ? List of all the tests you are going to run on your project product when it rolls out of the assembly line. You determine what kind of failures might cause you stop testing. මොන වගේ දේවල් වුණොතින්ද අපි testing එක නවත්තන්නේ? What it would take for you to resume test activities, right? And requirements that the product would need to fulfill to be considered accepted to the into test. So test එක pass වෙන්නේ මොන වගේ criteria satisfy වුණොත්ද? fail වෙන්නේ මොන වගේ වුණොත්ද? वो decide කරන එක. What?
Test and inspection planning.
Yes, test and inspection plan, right? Okay. And the outputs of plan quality management will be discussed with this activity, right? Activity 3. So these are the outputs: quality management plan, project management plan updates, project document updates, quality metrics. So these are the outputs of plan quality management process. So match these things, match each plan quality output to its description, right? Quality management plan කිව්වොතින් මෙතනින් මොන option එකකටද යන්න පුළුවන්? මොකක්ද හරිම description එක? Quality management plan
Helps you to plan out all of your quality.
helps you to plan out all of your quality activities. Others? අනිත් අය මොකද කියන්නේ?
ඒක තමයි.
Yes, right? So quality management plan is the main output of plan quality management process. So it helps us to plan out all of our quality activities, right? Okay, quality activities, well, right? That is the heart of this process, plan quality management process, quality management plan. What about the next one? Project management plan updates. Project management plan එකේ update කරන්න වෙයි. ඉතින් හරිම description එක මොකක්ද? What is the machine one?
Updates to scope baseline and risk management plan.
Others agree?
Yes.
Yes, right? Project management plan updates. So updates to the scope baseline and risk management plan that may be required as right at the end of the process as an output, right? So because of the quality activities, we may find new risk. That's so අපි අලුත් risk හොයාගත්තේ මොකක්ද වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා risk management plan එකේ update වෙන්න ඕන, right? Right. Then the third one, project document updates. මොන වගේ documents?
Updates to the stakeholder register, risk register, and lesson learned, etc.
Yes, right. Updates to the stakeholder register, risk register, and lessons learned. So those project documents may need an update. Quality metrics, no option. We will left with one, but describe how you will measure a particular attribute of a deliverable during testing, right? So these are the outputs, right? Okay, so with that, right, I wanted to discuss about your assignment.